Listen to me, I said this is a real situation and the government has to do something about it.
So you try to insinuate all these people looting Nigeria's money? You think
This is Nigeria Info in the heart of Nigeria. 92.3 we are Nigeria
And
Info.
now, hard facts on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
Welcome to Fact 90.3 Nigeria Info. It's Thursday. I've got a big show on top of the hour, 4 o'clock hour. I've got this news and you have a chance to air your thoughts. Once again, I'm Kalada Kurumia, D Kalada, TA Calculators. And if you follow, we will interact on social media. Or better, you can follow the studio on social media as well. And Facebook, we're live, Nigerian Info PH, and Twitter, we act Nigerian Info PH. On YouTube, we're live, better still. On YouTube, Nigerian Info PH handle. On Instagram, we've got posters Nigerian Info FM _PH, as on Nigerian Info FM _PH. So let's get conversations ongoing these various platforms. Let's go straight stories. What do I have for big stories today? Oh my. Reactions trail President Tinubu's 8,000 naira for 6 months palliative. 8,000 naira to 12 million households for 6 months. It's one of the palliatives that has been reeled out by the federal government. As a matter of fact, the money that will be borrowed or loaned from World Bank, some say 500 billion, some say $800 million, 500 billion naira or 800 million. I mean, I did the calculation with the current exchange rate and it's giving me 640 billion naira. So I do not know which is correct, but hey, that money is going to be used to share 8,000 naira to 12 million households for 6 months. Do the calculation. 6 months times 8,000 is 48,000 naira per person, times 12 million. Okay, that's how the money will be spent. President Tinubu declares national emergency on food security. He has actually, set aside a portion of acres of land for people who would go into agriculture so as to ensure that agriculture thrives in this time of how do I put it now? This time of difficult reality, economic realities. All right, let's go on. NASS 70 billion naira to support working conditions of new lawmakers. Remember the supplementary budget that was amended recently, or the budget that was amended recently. My goodness, they added 70 billion naira to it for new lawmakers. Just maybe. I'll tell you why it's maybe needed. LP calls for sack of INEC boss as INEC other political parties fault call. I'll tell you about that very shortly. It's a big story. Army chief orders troops to end sit at home in the southeast. And I've got my reservations. Not that I do not want the army to do that. I'll tell you about it when I begin reeling out the big stories. So that's what I have for you. I hope you're ready. I hope you're getting your 2 cents, or like I like to call it, your 2 kobo ready for conversations. Once again, I'm Kalada Kurubatubo. You can call me Kalada, and the conversation just got started. So let's see. President Tinubu's 8,000 naira for 6 months palliative. Interesting one there. One public affairs analyst sent me a WhatsApp message yesterday. I think it was a voice note, and he was ranting. I can call his name Ruben Izu. I just can't play the sound bite. I have not been authorized to. Ruben Izu was ranting, and he said, "What kind of a joke is it? What kind of a play is this?" Man, could we not have used that money, I mean the bulk of it, to put into some industrial work or project and ensure that in the next 1, 2, 3 years that industry, that project will be churning out a lot of revenue for us, and maybe it could even be our refineries that are not working. Oh no, we've got to give the poorer, the poorest of the poor 8,000 naira, so they can get. What can 8,000 naira buy? I was talking to a colleague of mine and we're joking about it. 50,000 naira is the new 5k. I don't know about you, but that's what the inflation is telling my pockets, because I just can't tell where all my money has been going to. But hey, NLC has kicked against it. Other unions have kicked against it. A lot of Nigerians have reacted to it. I'd like to get your thoughts on it. A lot of people are saying, this does not make sense. Some are clapping and some are saying it's better than nothing. But I'd like to get your thoughts on that. Now, let's move on to the next one. President Tinubu declares national emergency on food insecurity, or food security, I beg your pardon. On food security, President Tinubu declares national emergency on food security. For this story, I will just go and reference our in-house bulletin. Remember, you can start sending your WhatsApp messages. The number is 0809 030 6416. Once again, 0809 0306416. Okay, now this is another palliative, national emergency in food security, but I'll give you my reservation shortly after reading the story from our in-house bulletin. I did see that story. Where is it all of a sudden? President Bola Tinubu has declared a national emergency on food security as part of measures to check the rising cost of food and guarantee price stability, announcing this on Thursday, that's yesterday. The special advisor to the president on special duties, communications and strategy, Dele Alake, said President Tinubu is mindful of the rising cost of food and how it affects Nigerian households. He said the president directed the release of fertilizers and grains to farmers and households to mitigate the effects of the removal of petrol subsidy. He said land banks will be activated with 500,000 hectares already mapped out to increase land availability, yet again for those who want to go into agricultural activities. Mr. Alake also said that the government will also enhance irrigation to ensure all-year farming while setting up branches with state governments to eliminate the archaic method of livestock farming. So what he has said is that the government will look into the farmer herders crisis. 1, 2, it will make fertilizers and other necessary tools for agricultural activities available to farmers, maybe for free or for cheaper rates, subsidized rates. I do not know. I think it wasn't stated in that report, but something like that. And he also said that there will be lands for those who want to go into farming. Do you think a lot of us should begin thinking agricultural activity and start planting? It will help, reduce. It will help reduce the cost of, food in the marketplace. But just stay and let's listen to what Alake had to say yesterday.
Government is going to
interesting now, and release so that it can compete with the prices in the marketplace. And I'm wondering how successful will that be if the government attempts to regulate the price of food commodities in the marketplace, because there are several factors. The cost of production in the agricultural sector, there is transportation, there is there are several factors. I'm not a farmer, but I know that there are several factors to it. All right, that